Time now for our international press review in the papers today with Angela Yo. Angela, tell us where you'd like to start.
Well, Mark, we're going to start with the French President Nicolas Sarkozy's visit to Tunisia and whether people are really taking him seriously. Now, we go first to a piece from Al Hayat, which is an international left-wing Arabic newspaper. Now, there's a comment piece there that looks at his call for a Mediterranean Union project. Now, Tunisia, of course, is one of those countries that borders on the Mediterranean Ocean, and that would be part of this union. Now, the writer here looks at the evolution of this idea, and in the shadow of ongoing tensions in the Middle East, and also disagreements between North African countries like Morocco and Algeria. There's still an ongoing territorial dispute in the West Sahara. There's still tensions in the Middle East, including Israeli policy towards the Palestinian territories. And this writer says that Nicolas Sarkozy is quite aware of these constraints, and basically any real Mediterranean Union project will have to look especially at what's going on in Israel, between Israel and the Palestinian territories.
Yes, Tunisia is very central to that plan that Sarkozy has, and he's actually said that it could be based in Tunis, so interesting there. I mean, what else has emerged from the Sarkozy trip?
Well, there's been Sarkozy's very much trumpeted a break from the past, but according to this next article from the left-wing French paper Libération, there's not been a single iota of change, at least when it comes to France's relations with Tunisia. Now, we'll remember that during his election campaign, Nicolas Sarkozy said that human rights would be central to his France's foreign policy from then on. But there's been a bit of disappointment in Tunisia because the junior minister, Rama Yade, who's featured in that picture there, was on this trip, and she was supposed to meet with various human rights organisations, but in the end she only met with one. There were several that were cancelled because apparently she didn't have the time to meet with these people, and one of those groups that was kicked off the list of her scheduled meetings said that, well, state cooperation should include human rights and not just the economy.
Didn't have the time for human rights, too busy doing deals, I expect, which seemed to be the big theme of what they were doing there at all.
So, I mean, the thing is that, and as well, on top of that, Nicolas Sarkozy also gave Tunisian President Ben Ali a glowing report and said that there's been progress on human rights, whereas a lot of people would disagree.
Of course, yeah, Amnesty International chief among those. Now then, news of right-wing JeanMarie Le Pen and the Front National here in France.
That's right. It's an article from Le Figaro, which is another French right-wing paper, but that says that things are looking grim for the leader of the right-wing National Front. There's low turnout expected for tomorrow's May 1st rally, and they're actually going to be in the Place de Pyramide instead of the Place de l'Opéra because it's a smaller space. The numbers are down everywhere, from the presidential vote last year to the parliamentary vote to recent local elections, and that's in contrast to 2002, of course, when Le Pen got through to the second round of the presidential vote. Now, even his daughter, Marine Le Pen, at the moment is distancing herself from him because we'll remember that he recently repeated his comments that the Nazi gas chambers of World War II were just a detail
of history. Yeah.
And so it looks like Marine Le Pen may be starting to be set up to replace him with a slightly more moderate view.
More moderate view, but obviously a party deep in financial crisis, having to sell its headquarters on the edge of Paris as well. Okay, next.
Well, we're going to finish off with one of France's most celebrated contemporary authors, but also a very controversial one, Michel Houellebecq, and his mother's actually come out with her own book and been a very, very harsh critic of her own son. Now, the autobiography is called The Innocent, and just to give you a little taste of what she has to say about her son, she said, "This individual who, alas, came out of my tummy is a liar, an imposter, a parasite, and especially a little upstart ready to do anything for fortune and fame."
And that was Houellebecq's mother, not my mother.
No.
Oh, there you go. Angela, we have to leave it there. I'm very sorry. Thank you for that press review there. You're watching France 24. Stay with us.